Good morning, Claire. Peaceful smiles there. Hello, Nigerians, and here is the morning news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has concluded his work vacation ahead of schedule and will return to Abuja on Tuesday, September 16, 2025, to resume official duties. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the President departed for France on September 4, 2025, to spend part of his annual holiday and was initially scheduled to divide the period between France and the United Kingdom. Last week in Paris, President Tinubu held a private luncheon with his French counterpart, President Emmanuel Macron, at the Elysee Palace. Both leaders reviewed key areas of cooperation between Nigeria and France and agreed to deepen the partnership for mutual prosperity and global stability. The only way Nigeria can maintain its lead as the logistics hub of Africa is to revive the nation's railway services through strong networking, partnerships, and collaboration among stakeholders. Vice President Kashim Shettima stated this when he declared open the second International Railway Conference in Abuja.
The challenge ahead of us is to lead this race as the logistics hub of Africa by reviving and revitalizing our railway services. We must be conscious of our place as the anchor of West Africa's economy and home to the continent's largest population as we prepare for the adoption of modern railway infrastructure.
The Office of the Clerk to the National Assembly has clarified that the clerk does not possess the authority to review, reverse, or interpret Senate decisions. A statement from the Director of Information of the National Assembly in response to reports by some section of the media concerning suspension of Senator Natasha Akpotiuduaghan and her attempt to resume legislative duties following a communication from her legal representative with threats of legal and disciplinary action, explains that the determination of whether she can resume her legislative duties without any further or fresh resolution of the Senate lies solely with the Senate and not with the Office of the Clerk to the National Assembly. The statement adds that the Office of the Clerk remains guided by principles of constitutionalism, institutional respect, and the rule of law, and that the Office of the Clerk serves strictly as administrative arm in accordance with Senate standing rules. The World Trade Organization, WTO, has adopted its agreement on fisheries subsidies, which helps to protect the world's fish stocks and the livelihoods of hundreds of millions of people who depend on fisheries for food, income, and employment. The agreement commits WTO members to curbing billions of dollars in annual spending on the most harmful subsidies that contribute to the depletion of marine fish stocks. And Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Yusuf Tuga and Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Kyari have encouraged the international community to take advantage of Nigeria's economic reforms and market potential to invest and partner with the government. This follows the establishment of an agricultural hub for smart farming in Kangiri Birnin-Kudu local government area of Jigawa State by the German government in partnership with private entities and the Jigawa State government.
The grain initiative is directly aligned with our national target to boost production by 20 million metric tons, to substitute up to 60% of current food imports, and to achieve 10% agricultural growth per year.
The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has declined adjudication on a motion filed by Biafra Nation agitator Nnamdi Kanu, seeking an order transferring him from the custody of Department of State Services DSS to the National Hospital Abuja for urgent medical attention. During the court proceedings, counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, Uchenna Njoku, SAN, informed the court of a counter-affidavit served on him by the prosecution opposing the transfer request As such, he needs time to study the document to enable him respond. He therefore sought for an adjournment, particularly in view of the fact that the vacation of the judge ends on Monday. Prosecution counsel Adegboyega Owomolo, SAN, did not oppose the request for adjournment, saying he will be ready to be in court anytime, any day a new date is fixed. Presiding Judge Justice Musa Liman ordered that the case file be returned to the registry for the Chief Judge to reassign the matter to another judge, since his duty as vacation judge ends on Monday. The judge added that he will recommend to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court for the speedy hearing of the motion, since the applicant's health is involved. And those are the news highlights. Good morning, Nigeria continues with Ian, Ray, and Claire after these messages. Good morning.